Hello everybody and welcome to today's video. So today I wanted to talk to you about Bertie Bundle. Look at Bertie Bundle. Say Lilo Bertie Bundle. Say Lilo. Lilo. Now I want to do this video because I think there's a lot of things you should know before getting a puppy. So I just wanted to tell you what we've been doing and things that you should know. First of all, really research the breed that you're getting, because depending on your lifestyle or your habits or anything like that, you want to know what your breed is like. Oi, where's Lamb? Oh, Lammy. Lammy? So yeah, do your research on what breed you want and where you live, how big your house is, do you have a garden, are you going to go for walks, have you got the energy, have you got the time? Because let me tell you, puppies are, I had no idea the amount of work that goes into having a puppy. Try to get them as old as possible, I would say, because we got Bertie at 8 weeks and that's quite young, and they are just very little and very impressionable. But they take up absolutely every ounce of your day. Like, I have not stopped for 3 weeks. You have to get into a routine. You can't just get a puppy and think, oh, la-di-da. You have to have a routine. You are up. First of all, when you first get your puppy, it's getting them used to the house and stuff like that, and potty training them. So they need to go to the toilet every hour for a wee. On your first night, they're going to be needing the toilet a couple of times during the night and crying and stuff like that. Now, what I recommend you get is this book. It's by Steve Mann. It's called Easy Peasy Puppy Squeezy. This will have everything you need to know about raising your puppy. Everything. Okay, if you're going to follow anybody, follow this guy. Okay, because he really knows what he's doing, and I have found this book so helpful. So I highly recommend that. He's got a puppy diary and he's also got a full-grown dog version. But do your research, read a book. When you have a baby, you buy all the books and you read about it, don't you? So you've got to do the same with a puppy, especially if you've never had one before, because each puppy is different. Even if you've had a dog before and you think, oh, you know, it doesn't matter, each puppy is different. So really read up on the puppy. Now, he wakes up at 5 in the morning. I am up at 5 in the morning, and let me tell you, he could play all day long. If you don't put them down for naps, they're going to get restless, tired, grouchy, grumpy, irritable, and a complete psycho. So we've got a complete schedule now for Puppy, which looks like this, which starts off his day from 5 a.m, which includes breakfast, toilet breaks. So you've got 5 a.m, toilet, up to 6 o'clock is his activities, playtime, training, breakfast, toilet, 7:30 sleep. So he has about 4 naps a day: a nap after breakfast, a nap after lunch, a nap in the afternoon, and sort of nap in the evening, and then bedtime at 9:30. You have got to have a schedule. That is so important to know how your puppy functions, because you'll absolutely lose your mind otherwise. Okay, now I'll show you the crate. This is Bertie's crate, and I highly recommend getting a crate. This was from Lords and Labradors. You can put the little curtains down. See, you can put that down. I don't ever put that down. There's one on the side, and I put that down at night. But this is just a crate initially for a puppy, is their safe space. It's their place that they can feel safe, cozy, and quiet, and have their nap times so they're not disturbed. And they'll enjoy it if you put little treats in there. I normally put little treats in there and stuff like that. His bowl of water's there. Bertie is 11 weeks old now. We got him at 8 weeks old, so it is important that he has his own place to sleep, and we don't have to worry that he's, you know, climbing up somewhere or clambering down somewhere. And he loves it. It's his own little house. So, you know, people think, well, should I get a crate? If you've got a tiny puppy, you really do need one, or some sort of pen. Otherwise, they're just going to run riot, and you need to know where they are, especially at night. Now, he sleeps through the night, which is amazing, and he wakes up at 5. So that's quite incredible. But he can go like the clappers, and first thing in the morning, 5 o'clock, he's absolutely mental. Running around, he's figured out the stairs very early. Ow! Yeah. So things like biting, they are very yappy and snappy. And at first he was biting my slippers, biting my feet, which he doesn't do anymore because I just blow at him and he stops, and now he just doesn't go near my slippers. He does still go for my fingers because remember, they're teething and they just want to chew everything. They want to put everything in their mouth and chew it. So you have to be aware of it. But this book is so good because it teaches you how to work with your puppy. You cannot follow old school things like trying to discipline and stuff like that, because your puppy doesn't understand no, stop, don't do that. You've got to get the reaction that you want from it and reward the reaction that you want, not reprimand the action you don't want. But it's very tough, let me tell you. And when he's running around at 5 in the morning and he wants to go to all the places you don't want him to go, so he'll go behind the sofa, behind the lamp that's going to fall down, under the plant pot, pull his toys round. I can't even go to the toilet. I'm on the toilet with the door open and he's like running up the stairs, and I'm like running, trying to catch him with half my pants down, trying to make sure that he doesn't fall down the stairs. So really be conscious of that. Bertie is a miniature schnauzer. So they're a terrier breed, so they're quite barky. He likes to look out the window and bark at everything and everybody. They're very mischievous, very stubborn. They're very, very clever. So he's learned very well and very quickly. He's learned sit, down, come, stay, bed. But when he's in his naughty mode, he doesn't quite like to listen. And now he likes whizzing up and down the stairs. And I'm chasing him all around the house. So the routine really helps, because otherwise you're just going round in circles. Now I wanted to mention something about the crate training as well. When you first bring your puppy home, in the puppy book, he says to put the crate by your bed so puppy can see you. Never leave your puppy to cry the entire night. I watched somebody's video and she let that puppy sit and cry in that crate till 7:45 in the morning to teach it, you know, I'm not coming when you cry. That is so cruel. You've just taken that puppy away from its mother and its litter, and you've brought it to some unfamiliar place and you just left it to cry. That's not training. That's not teaching the puppy anything. That's actual cruelty. We keep our puppy downstairs, and in the beginning months, when he cried on the beginning moments and the first night, we went down intermittently. We went down and sat by the crate till he fell asleep again. He just wants to see you. That's it, to know that you're there. You can't just pop him in there and be like, bye, night, you know, because they think, oh, where am I? Where have my owner gone? So either put the crate by your bed, which is a great idea, just so he can see you. He's still in the crate and he gets used to the crate and he knows that you're there. Or if he does start crying in the night, you keep it in the kitchen. Go down, sit there. You don't have to say anything, you don't have to do anything, just sit there quietly till he falls asleep again. Go back up and just keep going down. I'm sorry, but you're gonna have to do that. You're gonna have to do that. And this girl was like, oh, my sleep is so important. And I was like, right, well, no, that's not the way to do it. It's cruel, it's very cruel. I couldn't do it. I think I was in tears the first night because I just couldn't bear it. So yeah, and now, that was a couple of nights he was like that. A couple of nights had to take him to the toilet at 3 a.m, but now he's sleeping through the night till 5, which is great. Food-wise, really look at what they're eating, because I didn't know puppies had this thing called zoomies. So at certain times in the evening they go absolutely mental and they start zooming around. But also the food is quite important. Really research and try and get a natural based food, because if you get food that's cheap or full of colouring, it really doesn't help them, and it kind of makes them a bit psycho. So really make sure you've got a good diet for them, plenty of fresh water, and don't play too long. I know I play for hours because I just think, oh my gosh, he's going to be bored. But they need the structure and the routine. So structure in your nap times, structure in your meal times, your treats, your training. They like the training, they like structure. So kind of make sure you are adding that in. And then just take it from there. Where we are now, we're at he's 11 weeks old. So we've had him for 3 weeks. and he's doing very well. We're trying to get him to wear a collar, which he's not liking. They'll all have something that they're not too fast, you know, that they like. He does not like a collar, and he just sort of freezes when he has a collar on. Like yesterday, we put the collar and lead on, he was like this, like a frozen painting, and he wouldn't move. And then he sulked for the rest of the day. So, you know, I'm looking forward to the walks. I'm looking forward to going walking, because that's why we got him, because we live in a nice area, we can walk, you know. But the puppy stage is really difficult, and it's really important to know, are you going to have the time for it? Are you going to have the willpower for it? Because so many people send their puppies back at this time because it's just like, oh my God, it's non-stop, you know? So you've got to kind of figure out ways. Join forums. I've joined lots of Miniature Schnauzer forums. I've found his brothers and sisters, and we all can chat to people that have dogs, like my friends on Instagram who have dogs, who have miniature schnauzers. Talk to people, ask people, because people are full of advice, and it's so helpful to kind of share your experiences and chat about what people are doing, what people are struggling with. Like, you know, he's the biting thing, and then someone said do this, someone said do that, and it's really helpful. So I highly suggest joining groups of your particular breed of dog, so you can ask questions that can be answered, and find out what other people are asking, or find out how other people's dogs are progressing, and also just generally talking to other people who have puppies, because everyone got puppies in these last 2 years, didn't they? So I think that's it. I don't want to miss anything out. He's so sweet, but he's really, really naughty, and you just have to kind of be prepared. Take him out a little bit, because I don't know how it is in other places, but here, unless they've had both their vaccines, their jabs, they can't go out, like stand on the floor and see other dogs, but you're allowed to carry them out. So we took him to Starbucks the other day and he was fine. Then we took him for a walk the other day and he wasn't too sure. A jogger jogged by and he wasn't happy about that, and he looked at another dog and wasn't happy about that. So I'm hoping that he's going to get his second jab on Monday. We're going to try a harness, because he didn't like the collar. So I'm going to try a harness. Most people with the Schnauzer has a harness, so we're going to try that. And then hopefully he'll be able to go for a walk. I also suggest, if you struggle with the training, get yourself a dog trainer. The book really is helpful. It covers training, it covers toileting, it covers behaviours, it covers body language, the dog's body language, it covers, well, lead training, recall, everything. So it's a massive help. But if you feel that you need a trainer, then I suggest to get one. But really, really make sure you're looking at the right person, because there are a lot of people that aren't the best out there, and you want what's best for the dog. Also, YouTube has a lot of fantastic dog trainers that have brilliant advice. So all in all, it's a process. You've got to be patient. You've got to take your time. You've got to be ready and prepared. And enjoy the journey. If you've got any questions, please leave them below and I'm happy to answer them. If you've got a miniature schnauzer and you want to chat to me about it, or, you know, whatever, then let me know. I hope this was a little bit helpful. I just wanted to share like some of my experience, because I had no idea how hard it would be. So just bear that in mind, okay? And yes, I hope you're well, and I'll chat to you soon. Bye.